Now, before I even start this review, I want to give a round of applause to the master James Wan. He's good at doing action movies. He's really good at doing horror movies. He can direct anything, and it turns into gold. That's all you need to know, pretty much. He turns anything into gold. Now, of course, he's done more horror movies than action movies, but I think he's done like 3 action movies. He's done a lot of great horror movies, and he is a master at what he does. He's the day's greatest director ever. He's the greatest director ever. He knows how to put that mood and atmosphere in all of his movies and create great visuals. So, what did I think of this movie, Malignant? Was it good? Was it bad? It was good, in my opinion. It was freaking amazing. I kind of expected it to be good. Like, you know, it's James Wan, of course. I expected it to be good. I didn't even have to watch the trailer to know it's going to be good. All I got to read is his name. Like, James Wan, I'm watching the movie. I don't even got to watch the trailer. James Wan's name, if James Wan's name pops up, I'm watching it. Now, this movie is different than what James Wan has ever done. It's different. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm going to keep everything spoiler free. Now, without spoiling anything, the jump scare, they didn't concentrate too much on jump scares in this movie. It was all about the story and characters, and there's some brutality in this film. There's a lot of kills, which I'm not going to spoil those kills. This is a slasher movie. This is 100% a slasher movie. It's brutal. If you're a slasher fan, you'd love this movie. Now, the first few minutes of the movie, like without spoiling anything, that's when the jump scares were happening. That freaking tension kept building and building and building. It only happened in the first like 20 minutes, and then they didn't concentrate on jump scares that much anymore. But what they did concentrate on was characters, kills, and the story. Now, this film is brutal. This film was very brutal, and James Wan did it again. That's all I gotta say. James Wan has delivered on everything we love about his movies. Now, this is different than what he's done. Kind of like Saw. You know, Saw was different. I think that might have been James Wan's first movie he's ever done. But that's different, and this one is also different. Now, this film is great. Like it's great. I'm lost for words how great this film is. I could watch it again. It's just, I was never bored, not once, watching this film. It was great. Like, the mood and atmosphere in this film was just top-notch greatness. Like, James Wan's camera work is freaking just insane. Like, James Wan's camera work in his movies is just freaking insane. So, this movie was great in my opinion. Like, I don't got barely any negatives to say about this film other than it's great. I'm trying to think of any negatives. I don't think I've got any negatives to say about this movie, but there's some great twists and turns that you probably will see coming or probably not. It depends on who you are. So keeping that open-minded, and this film was creative. Like I could easily spoil this film. That's how great this film is. I can easily spoil something in this film. It was a good movie. You know, James Wan is just a master at what he does. He's just absolute king of directing. And I cannot wait to see him direct Aquaman 2, because I love the first Aquaman with James Wan directing it. Of course, the master at directing anything. And so, yeah, I'm excited to see Aquaman 2, and I'm excited to see whatever he comes up with, whatever else he comes up with. I'm there day one. James Wan is just an absolute masterpiece in and of itself. Like he's the master. You know, like, one day I would love to shake, you know, James Wan's hands and tell him how great he was at directing everything, and how much of a genius he is, because he's a genius. He knows how to craft story, characters, and creative jump scares and everything. And I'm pretty sure this is probably his first/last movie, unless you unless you count Saw as a slasher movie, like the first Saw, because I don't think the first Saw is that much of a slasher movie per se, but you know, but this movie right here, I could probably spend forever talking about this movie. This movie is probably, might be in my top 5 favorite James Wan movies. I think the only movie I haven't seen of him yet is probably Death Sentence. I heard decent stuff, I heard bad stuff, and I also heard decent stuff about that film. So I'm definitely going to check that out. And in my opinion, the movie Dead Silence is underrated. Some people don't like that movie, which is I can never understand why, because I enjoy that movie. So yeah, James Wan is a master on what he does, and I enjoyed this movie Malignant from start to finish. It was just a breath of fresh air of something good and creepy and scary. So yeah, I enjoyed this film and stuff, because it's been a while since we got a great horror movie. Yes, The Conjuring 3 was great. You know, The Conjuring 3 was pretty good, but you could tell that James Wan didn't direct that one. So yeah, and so yeah, it's been a while since we got a truly good horror movie. Yes, The Conjuring 3 was really good, but like this movie I think is better. So if I had to rate this movie, what would I give it? If I had to rate this movie, I'm gonna give this movie, because at certain parts in the movie, it kind of felt cheap, but there's not a lot of cheaply made parts in this film, because it's all about those camera works that James Wan pulls off, that atmosphere. So yeah, if I had to rate this movie, I'm gonna give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10 for Malignant. James Wan did it again. I won't give another clap. I freaking love this movie. This movie's almost an A+. So this movie's freaking amazing in my opinion. I loved it. So 9.5 out of 10 for me. And hopefully we get a sequel, because without spoiling anything, kind of the end, they let you know that there will probably be a sequel if this movie does well. And the ending kind of reminded me of the ending of the first Saw movie in a way, not completely, but in a way. But yeah, so I'm not gonna spoil too much in this film. So yeah, 9.5 out of 10 for me. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think of this movie. Did you love it? Did you hate it? I'd like to hear y'all's thoughts down below. And I guess I'm out of here. If y'all enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe and share, and also hit the bell so you know when new videos uploaded. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'm out. Peace.